And India Today has accessed CCTV images of this 28-year-old British tourist Danielle hours before she was found murdered, and these are exclusive images. This is on Monday the 13th. Now Danielle was seen walking with this suspect at the Palolem beach. This is in that Kanakona area. Now India Today is the only channel to have accessed these images. The suspect is seen wearing a white t-shirt and orange shorts. The victim, Danielle, is wearing a black dress. Now, the police saw these images. The police then saw CCTV images from other cameras in this area. They've pieced together information that the two were together till late that night. The next day, Danielle was found dead. The suspect was missing. And I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Kamlesh Sutar. Kamlesh, tell us more about CCTV images and what role does this play as evidence against the suspect in this case?
Well, Gaurav, this is a crucial piece of information that the police have laid their hands on. This will be crucial as far as the investigations are concerned and zeroing in on the motive behind the crime. Now, the body was recovered. The witness whom we interviewed, who saw the body first lying at around 7 o'clock in the morning near its fields, that is some 3 kilometers away from the Palolem beach. That person's eyewitness account has been taken. He is the one named as a complainant in the case who discovered the body lying in that place. Now, the CCTV footage in question that we've just accessed is of Monday evening, late Monday evening, when Danielle was seen together with the accused, who has been arrested by the cops at this point in time. The time between the murder, the cops suspect that when the body was discovered, when the cops reached the spot and a panchanama was done, there were some hours gone when the body was seen in that condition. The body was bare without any clothes on her. So the cops suspected that the murder could have taken place at least some 4 to 5 hours before. Now that leaves a window of around 4 to 5 hours since the CCTV access was footage. So probably what the cops are suspecting as the last person who was seen with Danielle in this case, the suspect who has been arrested, could be the key person. Either he could be the one who has committed the act, or he is the one who could lead to crucial information and the right motive behind the crime. So this CCTV footage that is recorded from a local hotel at the Palolem beach just hours before Danielle was brutally murdered, this could lead perhaps to to lead to some conclusion for the cops.
Stay with me for a moment. I want to cut across to India Today's editor Shiv Arur for more on the story. Shiv, was he following her? Was the suspect in conversation with Danielle? You've also been piecing together this story. What more do we know of police investigations and these images, Shiv?
You know, Gaurav, that's a very good question. These particular CCTV images, which were taken on Monday, a day before Danielle's murder and Kanakona Beach, appear to suggest that she was walking alongside this man in orange shorts, who's now been detained by the police for questioning. But it isn't very clear from this particular video whether they're having a conversation or whether he only happens to be walking slightly behind her or next to her. They don't appear to be interacting, at least in this particular video, but she doesn't appear to be walking away from him. She appears to be pretty aware of his presence, and he's definitely walking in the same direction that she is walking in what appears to be a pretty crowded marketplace. Now, precisely what happened before this footage was taken, where the two of them headed, what happened after this video footage was taken, is not known. Is there more CCTV footage? That we understand from Kamlesh is something that the police is looking into right now to see if there is more visual evidence that may either pin this man down or make him lead to any other persons. The big question now is whether this man in the orange shorts is the murderer of Danielle, or was it somebody else? He's being questioned right now, and hopefully the Goa police will get some concrete leads.
Okay. Kamlesh, what more do we know of the suspect? Shiv, stay with me for a moment. Kamlesh, what more do we know of the suspect? His background, his antecedents, why is he a registered history sheeter? What more do we know of him?
We've been speaking to cops and some locals here who did not wish to come on camera, but they know this guy as a local history cheater. He's been known as a local goon and he's been involved into several petty crimes. The cops have zeroed in upon him, but what we've been told by the locals that he hails from a good family, a very good background rather. His mother is a school teacher, and also about his father also is a man of repute in that area. His family background though very good, but people say, the locals who've been speaking to it at Kanakona have always known him as a notorious guy who's always involved into local crimes. So it wasn't very difficult for the cops when they first went through the CCTV cameras, and when they zeroed in upon this name, it was easy for them to nab him. And given his antecedents, they knew that he had a history of petty crimes. They had zeroed in upon him, and now the cops were ascertaining whether there have been any attempts in the past by this guy, whether it's involving similar crimes against women or other similar crimes. That needs to be zeroed in. His interrogation is on, but what now is crucial is that what we are also waiting for, that is the post-mortem report that is being done since this afternoon at the Government Medical College in Goa at Bambolim. Once the report comes in, if the report confirms that Danielle was raped before she was murdered, the motive behind the crime could be ascertained, and then that perhaps could give the cops more lead on what to be done.
Okay. Now, Shiv, when we talk of tourism and Goa, it's India's favorite tourist destination. It's perhaps one of the world's most popular tourist destinations, and this is one place where locals ensure there are no crimes against tourists, especially foreigners. But Scarlett Keeling case in 2008 and Daniel's case now in 2017, that's a cause for serious concerns. There are systems in place which apparently have failed this time.
You're absolutely right, Gaurav. It has been a strenuous, effort by the government in Goa to make sure that crimes, of the Scarlett Keeling kind, do not, are investigated quickly, and a quick lid is put on, the fear psychosis that appears to have spread as a result of the brutal murder of people like Scarlett Keeling. There were certain crime syndicates that had rumored to be, operating in the Goa region that may have been a danger to tourists. That was something that the previous government had very quickly tried to address back in 2008, and then a few years later when there were some incidents of tourists being molested. This murder of Danielle McLaughlin puts the spotlight very much back on the safety of tourists, especially foreign tourists in Goa. There is no exaggerating the fact that crime, people being duped, robberies, muggings, the safety of women on beaches has been of critical importance. There's a new government now in Goa. The state has been in a bit of a flux over the last few weeks as a result of elections, but this is going to be a right and center as far as this government is concerned, to make sure that a message is sent out, because like you said, tourism is the lifeblood as far as Goa is concerned. It has very few other industries, and if this becomes something much bigger or spreads, then this threatens a lot more people.
Oh, absolutely. Kamlesh Sutar and Shiv Arur will continue to track developments on the story very closely. For the moment, gentlemen, many thanks.